Hey guys, so Casual here. This is my first life story, and I'm going to tell you about the first time I ever got arrested. And so here it goes. I slept at my friend Kyle's house, and then I wanted to sleep out again. So I was at McDonald's with Angelo and Mason. Angelo's 15 years old, and Mason's 11 years old. And then so I said, while I'm there, why don't I dig out my iPod and message my mom? Because back then I was too poor to afford a phone. My whole family was. So then I only had an iPod, but and then I was at McDonald's. Never used their Wi-Fi. It really does suck. So then I messaged my mom, and I went, and then we left McDonald's right then, and we went and hung out with these three girls, and one of them was my ex-girlfriend. So it was about 1 in the morning, and we were just chilling. We were walking on Mountain Road, and this out-of-service city bus came and splashed us. It was so fun, and we got all wet. It was so funny. So then we went to my ex-girlfriend's house. We slept there, and then so we all ran in the back door, and her dad was like, "Who are they?" And then she's like, "No one." And then we all went downstairs. And then we heard him coming downstairs. So then me, Angelo, and Mason hid in this little room in the basement. And there's an air hockey table in there. It's kind of like a little storage room. So then he threw the door open, and it was so funny. He's like, "What are you hiding, boys, in here?" And then I almost started laughing because he didn't even find us. So then he just leaves, and then at 4 in the morning, we were about 20 seconds into a truth or dare game, but then we hear a really loud knock on the door. We got kind of startled, so we went up and seen who it was, and there was 2 cops at the door. And then, so the knock was loud enough to wake up the girl's parents. So then they woke up, let the cops in, and they said Eric and Mason. So then they grabbed us by the wrist really hard because they thought we were running away from home and that we were gonna try and get away from them. So yeah, and we got put in the back seat of the cop car, and then when I got in, I seen my friend Kyle, and he says, "Dude, I'm so sorry." And I said, "For what?" He's like, They came to my house, got me, and forced me to rat you out where you were." So I said, "No worries, dude." And then Mason got driven home first, and then Kyle got driven home, and then when I was on my way home, I said, "How much trouble am I gonna be in?" And they said, "If you keep talking, you'll find out." So I shut my mouth. And then I got home. They held me, brought me into my house, and then my mom gave me that pissed off look, like, "Get your fucking ass to your room. You're in so much trouble." And then, so I said, "Wait, but look, I messaged you." And she says, "No, you didn't." And then I said, "Yeah, look, I'll show you." And I showed her my iPod, and it said message failed to send. And I was so embarrassed right there. The cops were looking over their shoulder at me, and I was just so embarrassed. And then, so yeah, and then my mom said, "Go to your room." And then she came in my room after the cops left and said, "Give me your PS3 controller and your iPod. You're grounded for a month." So then I gave her my PS3 controller because I had another one. I had an old broken iPod that looked similar, so I gave her that. So then, yeah, I was grounded for a month, but it was a pretty funny story, and yeah, I like that story. And I have more stories to come, but until then, peace.